All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Dakota here with Luxvoni.com, coming at you with lesson number 4 of the Sales Funnel Stacking Masterclass. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the VSL and the phone call sales funnel, which is the funnel you need to deploy no matter if you're a product-based business or a service-based business at the very top of your value ladder so you can sell high-ticket services. Now, up to this point, we talked about cold traffic needs to feed that tripwire funnel. We talked about warm traffic needs to feed that evergreen webinar where you're selling a $900 to a $3,000 product on automation or via a phone call feeding a sales team. And now we're going to be talking about the very top of that value ladder, how you can sell extremely high ticket stuff. We're talking $5,000 all the way to $100,000. So if you're a dentist, if you are a cosmetic surgeon, this is the stuff that you're going to want to use. This funnel is going to be what you need to use to sell your veneers, to sell your chin augmentations, your nose jobs, your fillers, things of that nature. Actually, fillers would be on webinars, but you get the point. So what I want to do today's video is I want to walk you through that top funnel, the third funnel that your business needs. And in order to do that, I'm going to walk you through mine because my value ladder is now set up the same way. I run all of my traffic to a tripwire. That tripwire feeds a webinar funnel, and that webinar funnel feeds a VSL phone call funnel, which has worked very, very well for us over at Luxvoni.com. So what we're going to do is we're going to go check out a live example of a phone call sales funnel. We go to Luxvoni.com/VSL. As you can see, we got a white funnel here. Attention all entrepreneurs at the top. Headline reads, watch this short video below to see exactly how our clients have generated over $250 million in verified sales by deploying one high converting sales funnel and an 8-minute video sales letter, and how you can too. Don't believe us? Just scroll down below and make up your own mind. Now, this is unlike a webinar. It's like a webinar. It's a video, but it's known as a video sales letter. So the same process that we're selling these individuals on is the same process that we're using to sell them on that process, right? Kind of crazy. But a video sales letter is a little bit shorter. It's more to the point. It's typically 8 minutes to 30 minutes long. It's punchy, it's quick, it really gets the offer out of the way. There's not a lot of value delivered. That's why we use it at the very top of our value ladder. So the very short video here, as you can see, just me behind slides and camera, just like this particular video. And this video sales letter is about 10 minutes long. However, 4 or 5 minutes of that is just role play of testimonials, social proof, screenshots, and everything in between. So the whole goal of this funnel is to get them to watch that short video and then to get them to apply to work with us, and then of course schedule a call with us. So that's the main part. As you can see, all this is above the fold because we want them to really hone in and focus on this. And then as they scroll down, meet the elite who have partnered with Luxvoni. We go straight into some case studies here. Ty Lopez, we helped raise $200 million from that. Got all the information regarding that particular case study. Safe Life Defense, we scaled them from $9 million to $52 million in 12 months. Here's all the team members and all the details on that particular case study. Another case study here, Mentor Box, we helped take them to $3 million a month. Here's the details on that. And then, of course, Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street, who I lived with for quite some time. All of us who basically contributed to his project and what we did with that particular case study. We go down below that, check out some of our results. We scaled an online course to $24 million. We scaled a physical product e-commerce store to $5 million a month. We did over $1 million a month with a high-ticket marketing agency. We did 480 consultations for a law firm. We did $402,000 in cash collected on only $48,000 in ad spend. And we delivered 70 high net worth leads a month for a financial advisor. We scroll down below that. We repeat that call to action again. If they've seen enough, if they're ready to schedule a call, there's the option for them to do. If they want some more social proof, here's some endorsements. Tony Robbins is former sales director, ClickFunnels.com, Nick Cooper, the celebrity vocal coach for Beyonce, Khalid, Nicki Minaj. And then, of course, we got Kent Clothers, media buyer, Mr. Jackson, over at SVG Media. We go down below that. Here's another testimonial and some social proof of a funnel that we built for Scale and Escape that absolutely crushed it, filled the event, and sold almost $1 million off the back end. Then we have some more text testimonials from Jordan Belfort, Sean Valser, Brad Lee, and of course Marcus Ogden, who is a retired NFL player. Then after that, we go into some more social proof. We show some screenshots from Jordan Belfort and me, screenshots from Jordan Belfort and me, screenshots from my dear friend Brooke over at the Life Coach School, Nick Grote over at Safe Life Defense, where he's basically saying, hey, Dakota, you have 4 extra sales in 90 days, and some more social proof there. We repeat that process again. We go to that call to action, and then we show some aesthetics. Now, just think about this. If you're a dentist or something, this stuff could be before and after. It could be screenshots. It could be before and after pictures. It could be whatever it may be. It doesn't matter what you own. If you get creative enough, you can make this freaking thing work. So don't have excuses just because this looks like it's maybe out of your league, or trust me, it's not that difficult to do. So then we pre-frame objections again. Again, every single funnel that I built, I start and reverse engineer the process. I start with the objections and I work my way down. So I'm pre-framing those as they scroll through this page. So as you can see, here's some of the funnels that we built. Very aesthetic, very attractive, and some really big names on here. Then if you want to see some more, here's some videos that they can go through. These videos literally walk through an actual funnel preview. You've seen these on our YouTube channel before. And then down here, hey, schedule your call with a marketing expert below. Here's what they're going to get on the call, and here is the actual scheduler. Now, if they scroll down here and they're still skeptical, they're still curious if they should make it worth their time to schedule this call, then we just call them out, like right out of the bat. We just literally blow that objection out of the water and say, hey, you want to see more before booking? We thought you'd never ask. And this is that long form social proof page. So Jordan Belfort testimonial, screenshots for me and Jordan's conversations via text, Nick Cooper, his text testimonial, him with Lewis Hamilton, him with Golden Knights, him with Kesha, Nicki Minaj, our conversations of how much cash he collected in a single month. Nick Grote, same thing, screenshot, text testimonial, social proof of our conversations, social proof of the back end with over $100 million in net revenue. And then here's our Slack channel where you can see company sales $200,000. Brady put up 37 grand. Paul put up 28 grand. Chief put up 11 grand. And there's a picture of us and the entire sales team there having a good old time. Scroll down here, like that's not enough, right? Then we literally go into the testimonials of the individual sales reps that this particular sales funnel actually supported, so you can hear all about their experience with this marketing and with this sales training that we did for Safe Life Defense. Below that, we go into Los text, testimonial, screenshots, and a video, and then some screenshots of their Stripe account, $3.4 million processed through there. Brooke, same thing, text testimonial again. Then we go into some screenshots where she made $2 million in 24 hours. And then we have, of course, me and Brooke at dinner. Then we scroll down, Brad Lee, same thing again. Me and Brad Lee at the Success Summit. My partner in crime, Mr. Antwan Webb and Brad Lee. And then there's a video of Brad Lee endorsing me in sales funnels and paid traffic at his office. Repeat this process again, Sean, video. Craig, video, social proof, where he collected $87,000 in a single week, and then some of his QuickBooks information and screenshots of our conversations. Then we go into Dean from ClickFunnels, senior copywriter. There's a video of him endorsing me. There's an email from him. There's where we were chatting and meeting at War Room when he followed up to me to talk about my webinar and how we could work together. Then we go in to meet our leadership team. Hey, how do we have such a high success rate? Jonathan Kendall, former CEO of MentorBox, who's a part of our team, Dimitri, Andrew Sabatino. Then we go into Luxvoni Sales Funnel Insights, more training and resources for them there. And then we go into some done-for-you sales funnel previews, give them some context of, the type of funnels that we build. Then we go into social proof, press, third-party recommendations. Then we go into more testimonials, retired NFL players, #1 luxury real estate agent in Las Vegas that sold Floyd Mayweather his home, one of our mentors and clients here, Kent Clother, Shannon Allen, Russ Darrow, Chris, and it just repeats the process and then it concludes. So real simple funnel, a lot of social proof here. If you don't have a lot of social proof, don't let this hold you back. The social proof is just going to increase your conversion. Just because you don't have a lot of social proof don't mean you can't get a lot of social proof. So you got to do something, and instead of sitting on your thumb and doing nothing, you might as well put something together and try to figure out how you can reframe it in a way. Like one of the stories that people often mentioned to me is, I don't have any social proof. How do I get started? And I always recommend that they look at my webinar, because in my webinar, yes, there was social proof, but if I didn't get so obsessed with having social proof, I could have launched that webinar 3 years prior and made a lot more money than I did. And what held me back is not having social proof. But in that webinar, once I built it and got it live, I realized as I was going through that process, and I said, wow, I could have done this 3 years ago. Because I didn't say any of these people were my clients. I said this process worked for these people. So in that webinar, you'll see this process hasn't just worked for us. It's worked for Grant Cardone, Tony Robbins, Jordan Belfort, and I use all these big names. So just remember, you can always reframe stuff. You're not ethically doing anything wrong if what you're selling is being used by celebrity names in your industry. You don't have to say that they're your clients if they're not your clients, and I wouldn't recommend you do that. But what you can do is you can frame it and keep it big picture to where it makes the same impact from a psychological perspective, and you get past that croc brain into the limbic and the neocortex side of the brain, so you can work it like a deck of cards and, of course, get them to the next step in your funnel. So here's the example of that funnel. So we went through all that, gave you some context there. All these call to actions do one thing: speak to us. That's what we're selling here. Remember, we're not selling anything else. This is high ticket. We need them to schedule a call. We need to qualify them. We need to get on a call with them, and we need to be able to sell them high ticket services. So you can also do this in person, like Smile Direct Club on our funnel. Go check out how they do $100 million a year by feeding themselves with quality appointments of people who are getting their Invisaligners, or aligners, not Invisaligners, but their model of them, and how they're getting people into that location. It's a really, really, really slick move that they pulled at the end of their funnel. So go check that out. But next step here, let's click the call to action. As you can see right here, we want to collect that information and make sure that we're getting the information that we need up front, so we can use email automation and text message automation to make sure that they show up to their appointment. If they go through this and they opt in but they don't schedule a call, we have an entire automation sequence that works very freaking well that ends up getting like 40% of those people to schedule a call with us by delivering an immense amount of value. So that's why we ask for the phone number. You don't have to ask for the phone number, but you need a name and email here. Once they submit that information, they click the call to action, they submit it. The next step in the funnel is the scheduler. Now, this particular funnel is hosted in Go High Level, the one I'm showing you right now. We have another version hosted in ClickFunnels, but what you can see is a brief little description of the event, the duration of the event, the time and date of the event, and then the time zone of the event. So they go in right here, they click 9 o'clock, for example. They go, the 9th, which is Friday, they click 4 o'clock. That's the only times available. This calendar syncs up with all of our sales reps' calendars. So if there's no time available, that means we're fully booked. And it checks for conflicting interest and all of that. You can do this in person as well for your in-person brick and mortar store or dentist office or whatever it may be. They hit continue, and then instead of taking them to a completely separate page, we take them to the second step of the scheduler, which is the application page. This one trick doubled our conversions, so don't neglect this. Now what we have is name. You see everything that we filled out in the opt-in. That all moves over. It's stuck. They don't have to refill out that information again. It brings it all over. After that, we ask them what their website URL is. We ask which of the best describes them. Are you a kindpreneur or an entrepreneur? What is your current monthly revenue? What is your desired monthly revenue and why? Do you have a marketing budget? How much is your marketing budget? Briefly describe your business, who you serve, what you sell, what's your price point, and please share anything else that'll help us prepare for the meeting. Now, if we go in here and we fill this out, walk you through how easy that is. Yes, I have a marketing budget, 25, Scroll up, make sure all those fields are set up. And then we hit the call to action that says schedule the meeting. Now, once we schedule that meeting, as you can see, we're going to be redirected to a thank you page that's going to give us some context of what to expect on this meeting. So at the top, we have stop, do not leave this page. Yes, you are booked, but please watch the video below to make sure our conversation is productive and we get the best possible outcome with that conversation. We have a quick little minute and 30-second video here that outlines what to expect, how to join the call. We don't take calls with people who are distracted. You got to be in an office. You got to be in a quiet environment, blah, blah, blah. And then below that, we got some steps. Step number 1, make sure you accept the invite from us. Step number 2, make sure you join our exclusive Facebook group. And step number 3, take a sneak peek behind some of the funnels we're building. This is our team building a funnel live in Photoshop with a time lapse to where they can literally watch us build something custom and get in their head a little bit, imagine what their project may look like and what they can expect. So we're preloading them here a little bit. And then we just go through back to the old social proof section, repeat that process again. We've talked about this over and over and over, but there's the process of that. Just repeats it, repeats it, repeats it. So that is a high-ticket VSL phone call funnel. Very effective. This funnel converts better than any funnel that we have ever ran, definitely when it comes to warm traffic. So we get them in that tripwire. We expose them a little bit to that. They may buy some products. They may get some free resources by opting in. Then they get invited to that webinar. We have a whole webinar, that's retargeting traffic there. If we fail to convert them on that webinar and they don't watch the entire webinar, they don't convert. When we loop them into this funnel, a big percentage of those people convert because this offer is real good. It's real strong. It's an irresistible offer. And the social proof that I walked you through on that page really, really helps us. So again, that's the example of a high ticket funnel for the top of your value ladder. Here's another example of one. This is a website consult funnel. This is a phone call funnel as well. You just Google luxvoni.com. You can view this. As you can see here, whole goal of this is basically to, again, feed us with phone calls. That's what we have to do to sell our services. So meet the elite who have partnered with Luxvoni, changing the lives of entrepreneurs. We build high converting sales funnels. We place your funnel in front of your ideal customers through social media advertising. We place your funnel in customers who are intent-based searching for you via Google search, display, and all that. We optimize your funnel based off data, not theory. Client case studies, just like what I showed you. Scroll down, meet the leadership team, give them some context about us, who we are, what we do, some key points of why they should work with us, some more of that results section, video testimonials, that scale and escape funnel, just like the VSL funnel that we just showed you, more text testimonial, slider, and then of course the scheduler. And then have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Here's our number. And then we have Q&A. And all this drops down. So if they have a question, it's kind of answered commonly, frequently asked questions, if you will. So the only difference between the VSL and this is, of course, this has a header image, and it's really more of a traditional website kind of feel. And the VSL has a video, very big video, very prominent, call to actions very clear, which is why that page converts so much better than this page. Now, this page converts really well. The opt-in rate on this is like 6 to 9%, which is pretty great for a website consult funnel. Definitely one of the higher converting website consult funnels. But it's you got to have all this. So our stack, we have a website funnel, which is this one. We have a VSL funnel. We have a webinar funnel, and we have a tripwire funnel. We primarily use this webinar funnel, this website funnel, for people that are Googling us, right? So, if somebody is exposed to some of our content and they turn to Google and say Luxvoni, we'll push them to the VSL, we'll push them to the site. They can see some context on us. They get connected to our YouTube channel. They can see all of our 155 plus reviews and all of that. So we want to have a website funnel to push them to if they failed to convert on one of those other funnels. We don't push a lot of traffic to our website funnel. We're pushing a lot of traffic to the VSL, but hopefully this gives you some context. So if we look back at our value ladder, we got the tripwire funnel. That was step number 1. We talked about that Russell Brunson, Organifi, Caitlin Powell. We talked about the lead gen on the front, and then the order bumps, and then that thank you page. We talked about that. Talked about the webinar funnel, registration page, broadcast page, checkout page, thank you page. We talked about how you can also use your evergreen webinar to feed your sales team. Variation of that funnel consists of a webinar registration page, a broadcast and application page, a scheduler page, which is a part of this page, just 2-step in that, and then a thank you page to talk about that phone call. And then last but not least, we talked about that VSL phone call sales funnel, which consists of a long form VSL page that is selling a phone call to an opt-in pop-up squeeze where they enter their information. And then after that, they hit the scheduler page where they pick a time and a date and they fill out the application. And then they hit that confirmation page to confirm their appointment. Now, all of these have a lot of automation that go with them. So if you think you're just going to build this funnel with no text message, no email automation, it's going to work, the chances of that are quite frankly very low. The reason why these convert so well is because of that automation. So if you're not a copywriter, if you're not an automation expert, you don't know how to set all that up, just head over to luxvoni.com, schedule a call with us. We'll hop on. If you want us to build this entire stack for you, we'll do it for you. We do it all the time. Tripwire funnels, we do 10 to 15 of those a month. Webinar funnels, we do probably 8 to 12 of those a month. And these high ticket phone call funnels, they're working really well. Everybody's running them, from Alex Becker to everybody in the high ticket game. So we do a hell of a lot of those as well. But if you want us to come in and set a stack up like this for you, if you come from the YouTube and you mention that you came from the YouTube, we will give you 50% off on this entire sales funnel stack if you do it all together. If you do it one by one, we'll give you 20% off. So there's a little treat for you for being a loyal subscriber. Now, if you enjoyed today's video, do us a big favor. Hit that subscribe button for us. We're posting all this content for free to deliver an immense amount of value to you guys with no strings attached. If you haven't hit that little bell notification below this video and you like this type of content and you want more of it, click that so you get notified when we release content. And if you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up. We love to see a thumbs up. Make sure we know that we're doing good, you're liking the content, or if we need to change direction, if you will. And as always, if you're ready to build your next 2 Comma Club sales funnel, head over to luxvoni.com, book a call with us. We'll jump on a call and let's talk about how we can get your product or service-based business scaled through 2 Comma Club award-winning sales funnels. Enjoy the day, be great, and remember, you're just one funnel away. We'll see you on the next one.